Yep, you're not gonna guess what happened. Well, it wasn't by choice. In grief, as much Raiders talk as we always talk about, I figured why not? And I'll tell you why. Yes, it was corrupted. All 8 seasons down the drain. Oh, man. I had a feeling it was coming at some point. Only thing I could figure in order to save your franchise when it comes to like Madden 23, create a save. I'm not going to use any. Yeah, it sucks, man. I'm very disheartened by it, but it is what it is, and I have to keep moving on, unfortunately. And I mean, honestly, we get to use your team, you know. Try to try to build on from this, and I think we can. It shouldn't be that difficult. I don't think so, anyway. Oh yeah, for sure. I figure, man. The Cardinals thing, I could have played 20 seasons, but it just wasn't meant to be. I'm gonna try. I'm actually create backup saves during this franchise to try to get it. What do you want to call it? Yeah, he still looked a little messed up. I'm gonna maybe back up a save every 2 weeks just to see if that works. Because I had it happen before at I had an Atlanta Falcons franchise before that I actually went like 4 or 5 seasons in and it did that. But I'm not giving up, man. I'll just move on to the next team. I'll do it as many times as I have to. It doesn't matter to me. This is now our third official franchise. All right, so welcome aboard any new viewers. This is the Las Vegas Raiders. I know Grief's personal favorite, a few others that come in here, so this should be pretty fun. We're going to make him a powerhouse. Yeah, I know. Honestly, I see Carr, and there's a lot of talent. And Jacobs, I could still use as my bowl in the goal line area, so there's a lot of perks. A lot of perks here. Malcolm Kuntz, I seriously doubt he looks like that. Okay, I'm just saying. What's EA trying to do here? I just seriously doubt he looks like that. All right. First off, I'm just going to go over the set rules here. I am not uploading a draft class because, dang, man. Well, it's all good. I'm going to set this up, man. Uh, if you can't stay, I understand. I totally get it. Uh, we should be able to. The cool thing is, too, we're like 4 away from. And I want owner mode, too. So I wanted to do something different. We always do the coach. So I got Mark Davis. It might be a little different, too. I'm not sure. I'm not really sure how this works. I've never done owner mode, actually, to tell you the truth. Yes. I've never had a receiver like Adams, so that'll be definite different. Also, Renfro is going to be my slot receiver, so I'm going to move Collins up in his place. Let's see here. Chandler Jones and Crosby. Oh, I bet so. Oh, yeah, that is right. I almost forgot. It's been so long since I used him. D-Hop, I did have him for a long time. God, how can I forget that? Uh, Here's what I'm thinking about doing on defense. I know Jones is there right outside linebacker. I'm going to use them as rush ends. So I'm actually going to move these other guys up. Cecil Farrell and Kuntz. Got good safeties. There's a lot to work with here. Move Cole Sr. as the punt returner. I'm going to leave Abdullah as the kick returner. Go ahead and move this guy up. Carlson's a decent kicker too. Uh, Specialist, that's what I want to look at. Jacobs. I'm actually going to move Bolden up to a third down back. Move Jacobs up to a power back. Crosby, Nichols, Jones, that looks right. Sub linebacker, cornerbacks. Yeah, it's going to be rough, I'm pretty sure. You know personally, I'm just going by what I'm looking at here. It's definitely going to take some blitzing and stuff. I can already see that as far as the ratings go. What's your challenge, Vise? Yeah, you're right. You're right. I remember Bilal Nichols from the Chicago Bears. What's up, Jacob? Tillery. I remember him from the Chargers. Yasin. I remember him from the Colts. Perriman. I remember he actually played for the Chargers too, if I'm not mistaken, at one point. A lot of familiar faces. Yeah, you could tell. I don't understand this. All right, they got middle linebacker 1 and 2. They run a 3-4. Where are the other linebackers at? Are they injured? You got a bunch of injuries on defense? Let's check. Oh my goodness, yes you do. Kaiser, middle linebacker. Oh man, Brown out of Tennessee. That's actually a good player. I know I could develop him. Oh, Crosby's on there. He's on there. Hold on a second. Let me see what it says. If you get 3 touchdowns and 200 yards with Devontae Adams or Waller, you will get to put one player up to a 99. Jacob, I actually got locked out of my other franchise, so I had to make a change. I can't. I got that loading bug. Yeah, it sucks. The files are still there, but I can't load them. It says Brown's uninjured. Oh, it's one of them dang things where it says that, but he's still injured. Okay, I'm gonna check and make sure everything looks legit. Where would I go? User settings. Game, let's see, not that. Game options, no, I just chose that. Make sure the sliders are right, I hope. Yep, all Madden, everything's good. Yeah, I'm not messing with any of this stuff, we're just gonna leave it how it is. Looks right. Let's go ahead and look at the Definitely want that. Receptions galore. Alright, bear with me. I'm going to get my drink and stuff together, and we'll go ahead and start week 1. First, I'm going to create a save point. So we're going to create Raiders 1. Raiders 1, that's what we're going to do that as. And like I said, it may seem like it's a little backtracking, but Raiders 2. And what I'm going to do, I'm just going to periodically, I'm going to save Raiders 1 this week, and then I'm going to save Raiders 2 next week, and I'm just going to keep doing it back and forth. So we'll go ahead and set it up, and let me get situated here, and we'll go ahead and start it off, man. Alright. Well, see, the injuries didn't come from me simulating. The injury list is based off of the real life statistical data, so it's already implemented into the franchise before I start it. That way I start out with the right rosters. That's why I do it like that. But let me get situated. I'll be right here in the chat, so if you guys want to talk, I'm right there. Be right back. All right, guys. Brand, brand new team. Brand new team. Let's see what we got. Oh, it's cool if you got a 99 team. All right, let's get it. Let's get it. Where'd I put my drink at? Yeah.
It's the NFL on EA Sports, where we'll see a brawl inside the AFC West. It's the Raiders and the Dodgers.
Yes.
It's coming right up on Madden NFL 23.
All right.
We are just
So here we go.
east of the LAX airport.
The new franchise, the Raiders. I know I got to turn on the volume. Sorry. Hold on a second.
Alongside Charles Davison, the booth, I'm Brandon Gunn, and we welcome you to week one of a new NFL season. And we're not waiting around for either of these teams. We are jumping right into the season with an AFC West rivalry game between the Chargers and the Raiders.
And so much attention on the AFC West as we head into this season. Both of these teams
that better right there?
Way to winning records last year, and the division was tough then. Very similar teams. Remember, Las Vegas snuck into the playoffs at 10-7. Los Angeles just left out at 9-8, and they had that winner-take-all game to finish it in Week 18 last year.
All right, so here we go, guys.
Every win's going to be crucial, especially in this division. Let's get this one going. Partner, I know you're ready to go.
We're getting the ball. All right.
Two teams more than ready to get this one started. And we are under.
All right, we're going to get the return right off the bat. Going against Justin, it's going to be pretty tough to start off. Yeah, buddy. You have a bad. Why you say that? Why you say you got a bad team, man?
This team for 9 seasons now. Under center, Derek
Carr. All right, here we go, Derek Carr.
In the midst of a tumultuous 2021 season, the Las Vegas Raiders really turned to their quarterback, Derek Carr, to not only
it's going to be interesting starting out. I got what their strengths and weaknesses are. I know their running game is good.
Throwing the football, but also his leadership ability. He really
got Brandon Bolden as my
to the playoffs for the second time in his
third
running back. Toughest divisions in football.
Let's see here. I forgot they got Mack and Bosa coming up the ends.
Carr gonna throw right away.
There we go. That's the way it started out. They got Moreau too. I like that.
Well, partner, that's the start that you want right there, and you know.
Sure, man. I don't care.
Yeah.
That's what you want to do.
For that moment, the first throw of the new season. He's dreamed about it, thought about it, and now it's out of the way.
Yeah, 1 for 1.
Don't bother me now. All right, there we go. Jacobs up the gut for a gain of 5.
Raiders first down as he's able to take this up to the 30-yard line.
First down.
Second and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
On 1st and 10, here's Carr.
Waller.
Right side going to be caught by Waller.
Gain of 3. He'll take it.
To the 33. But not the graphic that this fan base wants to see week 1, Charles. They were hoping to see key acquisitions, some bright spots. Instead, we're talking about injuries, preseason injuries that have guys missing here in this one.
And even in today's football, everyone does their best to try and have their starters ready for week 1. Guys still have to practice.
There goes Jacob right off the bat, running over.
You're exactly right about that. Safety.
Oh, I'm going to love this one. I know I am. Especially that one play says it all, man.
Solid gain of 18 and a Raider first down.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason.
That one play lets me know I'm going to love this franchise.
He's right.
Plays. Ain't nothing like bowling over a safety. At least to me. Oh, yeah. How's that shoulder pad taste? For sure. We're going to focus, obviously, with Jacobs. definitely going to do play
from
action.
Charger territory now.
All right,
Here's a
I know
first and
it's
10
probably
at the 49-yard line.
going to be beneficial for developing Carr.
Forced out to
Wide
his
open.
left.
There he goes. Moreau.
And they'll
3
get
for
this
3
down
for
to the
18 yards. We'll
42-yard
take that
line.
7 yards all day.
That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch.
All right,
but still
second
an
and 3.
effective gain nonetheless.
Tony the Tiger. Oh, yeah. You know, I asked somebody who Tony the Tiger was the other day. They couldn't tell me. Here we go. Second and 3.
On second down,
First down. He's bowling through runs.
inside the 35 now.
Let's go. What's up,
line.
Rocky? Good to
7
see you,
yards
man.
there and a first down.
Another first down.
Yesterday is exactly what they wanted to do in the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some
Again,
big boy
more
football.
shoulder pads
Line
for the
up, get
secondary.
leverage, knock people back, and establish the
Yeah,
run
that's
early.
no joke. It really is. With their 2 blitz guys, I really don't want to run many empty sets. However, I will. I'm going to watch my backside, Khalil Mack.
To throw, it's Carr.
Wide open. Devontae Adams is wide open across the middle. First down. Easy money. I had Nathaniel Dell. I got Devontae Adams now. That's a crazy upgrade.
And how long
Big
do you
first
think that
down.
they actually have been plotting this drive? I'm talking about the
Again,
coaching
the
staff,
offense
right?
is
They've been
not
thinking about this for a
what I'm
while
worried
now, and I
about.
think they're executing
You know what I
it even
mean?
better
I'm not
than what
worried
they
about the
expected.
offense. What I'm worried about is what Greek brought up, is that defense. It's going to be a challenge. It is going to be a challenge.
A first red zone
All right,
opportunity
let's see
to
what we
do
got
here.
here.
As they come up now, first and 10.
All right, we're going to double team this defensive tackle. I'm going to force the line to the left. Try to push him out of the way.
Carr going to give it to
Oh, he
Jacobs.
still got past it. Oh, no. No. Fumble by Josh Jacobs.
At the start of a game has a mental image of how they expected to
Well,
go.
we're going to get
That was going exactly as
look
they
at our
scripted it
defensive line.
offensively. Moving the ball well, seemingly in control, and that fumble.
It's all
that's got to be
good.
a little bit deflating, don't you think?
Yeah, foiled the whole plan there. Turned the ball over. Los Angeles taking the field, led by Justin Herbert, third-year man out of Oregon, whose career is
Justin
off to an
Herbert.
incredibly productive start.
It feels like hyperbole, but it's actually reality. In only 2 seasons, we've seen Justin Herbert do things rarely or never seen before in the NFL. He's one of only 9 quarterbacks now with a 5,000-yard passing season. And
All right, here we go. To combat the poor defense as much as
He's also
hate
the
to
only
do it,
quarterback to ever throw at least 30
we're gonna have to
touchdowns
blitz.
in each of his first 2 seasons and set a record for completions
Nice.
over that same span.
2 yards on
It's
the
going to
pickup
take
there,
blitzing.
and
It's
it's
going to
second
take
down.
zone defense.
Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert.
It's going to take good tackle.
Running back, and he's got him complete.
That good tackle by the
So give
safety.
him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it makes it third down and 2 yards to go. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. 3rd and 2, Herbert. Looking Austin Eckler's way again. And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line.
Yeah, Carr does have some speed.
To move the chains.
He's not the fastest, but he's got some
On
speed.
the first drive of the game, you'd hate to just stall out the momentum, go 3 and out. They're able to avoid that there.
Yeah, we talk about complementary football all the time, but I think it's a little bit deeper than that. Defense went out, forced a turnover, gave the ball to the offense. It's now the offense's responsibility to pay that off for them, to show respect to them. Hey, you guys got the turnover. We appreciate it. They want to continue their drive.
From the 31, Herbert.
Nice, good.
Him too much that time. It's incomplete.
Chances are good. He's going to be a very busy guy. 2 catches already in this opening drive, and they were looking his way for a third.
I think they put this defense on notice that could be a really, really frequent combination. Here's Herbert. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. And he is going to have the Chargers first down. As he'll be marked out a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6.
Yeah, man, Rocky actually, from talking to him about the Raiders, I had my franchise save crash on me. I had the loading bug. So, I figured, heck, why not? Uh-oh. Oh, indeed.
He's not turning it over. Check, check, check. They like what they're doing early in the game.
That good for 22 and a first down.
What a dynamic player Eckler has become since going undrafted out of Western State.
Herbs and
He was
spices.
top 5 in rushing touchdowns and all-purpose yards last season, while nearly getting his first 1,000-yard campaign on the ground. Somehow, he has yet to appear in a Pro Bowl. That seems likely to change this season.
To the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot.
The whole point of this defense we're running is keep things in front of us. I don't look to make many big stops. Big plays, it's just being consistent.
Second down, Eckler. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30.
The D-line
9 yards to pick up
sucks.
there, and it's a first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover.
But I mean, what can you do? You know, you just gotta just keep grinding.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field, all they're thinking is
can't give up.
finish this drive off. Because
oh, nice hit.
Away, right? So now you got them back on their heels a little bit. Now go down, put a touchdown on them.
All right, this is our chance to get off the field.
Mental battle early in the game, and that may carry over for you. And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler.
Oh, he got
He's
it.
able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. 2 yards.
Celebrate unless you stop him,
first
buddy.
down in the process. If you make the stop there, maybe you hold him to 3 on this opening drive. They didn't get the stop.
Yeah, new set of downs now. Now you're worried about, just as you pointed out, not just giving up 3, possibly giving
There you
up 6.
go.
Let's see what they decide to do here because they got to change up.
I do
what
like
they
that
have
middle
been doing.
linebacker.
It hasn't been working.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. It's Eckler again. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15. A gain of 3. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
Heck yeah,
No,
man.
not at all. They did a really nice job
That's
staying
good.
in their
You got a
proper
solid
places
team there.
and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Oh, pick city, baby. Give me that. Who says this defense can't play? You get them inside the 20. Get to the stick play a little
You can
bit.
describe it because that was absolutely just gut-wrenching for that offense. They
Heck
were right
yeah.
on the precipice.
That's a good
Points were
start.
available. All they had
That
to do
is
was
a
just fall
great
forward,
start.
and they were going to put them up on the board instead.
Like you said, I mean, all good defenses, you know,
And a melancholy
you can let them
trip back
gain
to
all
the
the yards
drawing
you want
board.
to.
How you
It's
like
just
it
about
when I
making the
go a
plays
little
when they
bit
count.
lyrical for you.
Second drive of the
Appreciate
game
it,
coming
man.
up for this Las Vegas offense. They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone.
All right, so we're even in the turnover category. We actually fumbled on our first drive.
First
Oh,
and
for
10,
sure.
kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight
That's
ends
for
are
sure,
out there.
sure.
They'll begin on the ground with James.
I'll be uploading
And a
that at
short
halftime
gain here as he
on
gets
Michael.
it up only to about the 6.
And actually, one
Khalil
thing
Mack,
about
of
him, go
course,
ahead
the
and
former
upload that
Raider
video.
there to make the tackle.
But no,
That first down play, all you want to do is wedge out any type of
Well, I
space
got
and try
a
and
big
create
play
enough
clock here.
room. If you have to run the punter out there, he can successfully complete the punt.
Yeah, didn't get a ton there, but at least some positive yardage.
into the first quarter. We'll go ahead and let it run. We'll go ahead and let that
No
run.
score after one on EA Sports.
All right, man. We're 4 subs away from 700 right
Second
now.
quarter now, and it's Las Vegas with the football. As they're looking at a second down and 9
We're
to
doing
go.
really well. All right, so here we go. Like I said, Bolden is our third down back. I got to watch these pass rushers here. Hopefully Renfro gets open.
Here's Carr to throw.
Get open, Renfro. There you go.
Renfro bringing it
There
in
you
over
go,
the middle.
slot man.
And a productive gain
9
out to the
yards.
14 after starting at the 7. It's a gain
Mix
of
it up
7.
this time with Bolden.
An
Give
extra
him a run.
quarterback now in the
Double
game
team.
for the Chargers here
Khalil
in the
Mack
third.
over there. Oh, God. No. No, siree.
And that is not going to get
Oh,
it done.
man.
They lost 2, and it brings up 4.
Kenneth Murray.
Just a simple run play there on 3rd and 1, but this D was up to the challenge and stopped
All
them.
right.
Bring it up
Didn't
4th
work
down.
out.
On 4th down, A.J. Cole comes on to punt. DeAndre Carter back deep.
All right, let's get some good punting in here. There you go.
So a change
I tried
of
to hit
possession
stick him.
here
I don't
on
know
the
what the
punt.
heck happened
And
there.
it'll be Charger football here as they take over. We'll remind you that coming up tonight, the first
Like I
Sunday
said,
nighter of the new
Eckler is going to get his
season. And
yards.
How about this
The
for a
D-line's
matchup?
pretty
The
poor
Buccaneers
right
and
now.
the Cowboys from Dallas, 8:20 Eastern. Then tomorrow,
My thing
Monday
is,
night, just one game here in Week 1
end the
this
dumb
year.
break.
And it'll pit the Broncos and Seahawks as Russell Wilson makes his Bronco debut. And, of course, where is it? Seattle.
We got that strong safety, too. He's going to be a force. I could already tell.
Denzel Perryman there to bring him down.
By the way he
5
plays.
yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
And he's
Come on,
out of bounds
guys.
as he gets this down to the
60
45.
yards.
60
Really?
yards rushing for him in his first half as he is looking in mid-season form here in the opener. On first down, it's Herbert.
Eckler. Dang it.
That's into the hands of Eckler. And they'll wind up getting this with all
Back
the way
into the
down
red zone they go.
inside the 20. He got 29 yards that time.
This one was all about clearing space for this play to work because he's going to leak out of the backfield to his right, then angle his way up the field, and a really pretty throw to put it on him and
Why does
create the
Perriman
big
look so
play
small?
downfield.
What the heck? What kind of play was that?
Outside the 10.
Jesus,
That was
man.
certainly well read defensively, and the key to any screenplay is space to work, and there was none to be found there, and they tackle it for just a short gain.
Eckler going to get it again on second down. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
3rd and 1.
The Chargers on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Now it's Herbert. This is caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
Keep a mile
Able
of
to get what they
freaking
need to keep
engine,
the
man.
drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down. A chance for their first points of the season here as it's 1st and goal. Eckler. Looking
Good
for a single,
defense.
but none forthcoming. They stopped him shy of the goal line.
Thanks,
That's a
Rocky,
gain
man.
of
I'm
a
hoping
yard,
we
and
can
it'll
hold
set
right
up
here.
2nd and goal.
They run with that fullback. I doubt it. No, they're running a toss. Good defense, baby. Get him down. That's what I'm talking about.
Stonewalled at the 1.
Oh, great.
Now we get a stoppage because a member
One
of
of
the
my healthy
Raiders
linemen
shaken up
hurt
on
us.
that one.
Good.
We always hate to see injuries,
How are they down at the
especially
1?
tough here in week 1. Just hoping this is nothing serious. We'll take a quick timeout. A big play if you think about it right now in this season opener. It's 3rd and goal.
Fullback. Got him. Sit down. Sit down, boy. Now that was a good stop. That is a defensive
I
play
get the
of the
thought
year.
process, 3rd and short, give it to the fullback,
Very
let him bulldoze his
surprising.
way, but that means you're counting on your offensive line to win the line of scrimmage, aren't you?
Yeah, and there was just a mass of bodies there at the line.
Very
Looked like more
surprising.
defenders than offensive guys. Winds up losing yardage.
I'm telling you, I think we can make this team great. That's a classic Madden line right there. Hold it like a launcher.
Themselves a 3-0 lead. So after drive number 3 here, we have a score, and it's 3 points after the field goal.
I would say the field.
All right, Vibes, take it easy, buddy.
I'd say it's over, partner. Everyone understands what's going on now. You've kind of probed a little bit.
All right, field goal.
Now start throwing the big shots.
There's 2 red zone trips so far. That's always allowed.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Here's Las Vegas ready to take the field. And Charles, nothing like squaring off with a division opponent, a division rival in week 1. Do you like that they are matching up this early, or would you prefer a game like this be a few weeks down the road?
I actually like the early matchup for a few reasons, Brandon. First of all, it allows you to see that in the entire offseason and know, hey, right out of the gate, we're playing a division game. Second part is it spreads them out a little bit. If you just have more punched up at the end of the year, that's not as much fun watching teams try to survive that.
Pretty good start so far.
When you do have injuries down the stretch. And last but not least, let's face it, we're TV people. What a great game to sell right out of the gate.
Again, I like to spread teams like this out. I don't like using empty backfield, especially against pass rush, but you gotta do what you gotta do.
Carr gonna throw. He'll find his tight end. That's Waller. Carr finding Waller there.
Dinkin' Donkers, me and my brother call it patty ball.
Waller, one of the top tight ends in the NFL, and when he's healthy, he's always on pace for a 1,000-yard season. Easy play right there for him to move the chains.
Here's Bolden. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage.
Bolden 2 carries for -2.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. Colton Miller, former first-round pick, called for the penalty there. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Now Carr.
Oh, Waller breaks free. James Jr. is not going to catch him. First down. A big play there on the catch. You are exactly right. Waller making a heck of a play.
No surprise he was targeted on that play because you and I both know quarterbacks like guys who can catch the ball.
Big guy with a lot of speed.
Expect that.
With it
after the catch.
Impressive making him miss on that tackle attempt.
Go ahead and cut that so the video is good. Got 28 seconds here. I'm not used to rushing. All right.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Jacobs going to try to and he is going to lose yardage here. Wow. A good response by the defense, sending them backwards after that huge gain last play.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Catch made, it's Murray. And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Here's Carr.
He's trying to go over the top.
And incomplete.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight cover. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up fourth down here.
There we go.
Carlson able
All right,
to put
3-3.
this one through. And that will tie us at 3-3. So that kick gives them their first
Right, so we
points of
got
the
some
game,
points.
CD. And it comes on the third drive, but hopefully for them that's a spark
We
that
got
gets that
some
offense
points.
going.
Yeah, and I would say if you're the offensive play caller, as you look at your sheet, you're trying to find that part on there that unlocks bigger points. They've struggled with a few drives so far. Finally got 3 out of it. How do you find the end zone? That's what he's searching for now.
The offense heading back out as we take a closer look at Austin Eckler. He's toppled the century mark already receiving the football, closing in on that on the ground, too. They've really had trouble handling him.
I think from what we've seen in this game, his success through the air has started to open things up for him on the ground because now he's loosened up the defense, right? They've got to play just about every snap as if another receiver can get downfield on them, and he's been that receiver. Now they bring him back to the backfield. I think his yardage running the ball will increase as this one goes on.
Well, they might need to devote some extra attention to him, something just to stop the momentum he has. Herbert off of play action. Over the middle, and it's caught. Keenan Allen. And they're going to get this up to midfield. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the 50, here's Herbert. Going back to Allen, he's got him again. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. To throw again on 2nd down. Herbert on the screen. This is Eckler. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. Herbert. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first. I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming.
1st down.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field stands.
Herbert on 1st down now. Finding Williams once more, complete. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
Well, they obviously red man covers their partner, and he got downfield, broke down the defender, made him
What do you mean by that, Brooklyn?
Yeah, he made him think he was going to run a different route. Probably thought he was going to take it upfield. Then he curls back inside for the completion.
He's got it. And the Chargers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, he just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. A chance for a first touchdown drive of the year. It's 1st and goal. Trying to punch it in with Eckler. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Austin Eckler taking it in from a yard.
Well, hold them off as long as I could.
The Chargers will take the lead here in the final minute of the 1st half. Well, they move the ball down the field through the air, Charles, and then finally they get the running game involved, and it works to perfection. Touchdown.
And, partner, I kept waiting for that running game to come into play and actually saved it until the very end. Touchdown goes on his stat sheet, but you and I both know, and he knows as well, his teammates airing it out made this a successful drive.
The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. Taken in at the 3. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Raider offense going to head out now late in this 1st half. And with just under a minute to go, they might try to think about mounting a drive here if they can and get in the end zone. Could potentially tie this game up. Throwing on first down is Carr. Pitch and catch to Moreau, the tight end. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number one. Looking to throw again on second down. Carr looking middle, and that's complete. Now another timeout called for by the offense.
Carlson has a decent leg, too. Good
throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
On first down, Carr.
Oh, wow.
He's going to find and complete it to Renfro.
Get out of bounds.
That'll give him 8 that time, and it'll be second and a couple.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
2nd and 2. From midfield, here's Carr.
Wide open.
Oh, he's got a man wide
Nice.
open, complete.
We're definitely going to get a field goal here before the half.
Another first down at the Chargers' 31-yard line. And we're going to get a timeout.
That's a close.
With 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter.
.48 yards.
So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. He hit his first. Now this one from 48 yards away.
Oh, man. I thought I missed.
The kick by Carlson is
All right,
good.
so 10-6
And that will
first
do
half.
it for this first half. So we've reached halftime
Pretty good
here
half so
on
far.
opening weekend. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. And welcome back to football, everybody. We've got a full slate of 16 games here to start the new season. So let's take our first trip around the NFL. We'll start by heading out west to Glendale, Arizona. And it's the Chiefs who have the lead in that one. Patrick Mahomes looking good. 2 touchdown passes. From there, we'll take a trip east to check on the Bears at home at Soldier Field. And it was the visiting San Francisco 49ers that come in and get the victory. Christian McCaffrey, 100 yards exactly on the ground with a touchdown run as well.
Take a quick break
Finally,
here.
let's get to the country music capital of the world.
Not
See
a
what's
long
happening
one.
with the Titans at home in Nashville. And in that one, it's the visiting Giants who have the lead. A touchdown there for Saquon Barkley. On now to a check on the next-gen stats for the Raiders in that first half. And despite the fact that they're down on the scoreboard, they were able to have some success throwing the football in that opening half. Meanwhile, for the Chargers, they weren't quite as successful throwing the ball as their counterparts were, but they still were able to move the ball reasonably well in that first half. It's a new season, so both of these coaching staffs likely making plenty of adjustments after that first half of football. So for the call of the second half here in week 1, we go back to Brandon and Charles.
Okay, Coach, yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half.
Why are you crying there, buddy?
And Carter deciding not to bring this one out. Out comes the Chargers as they'll go on offense now to start this third quarter. Now this game, it has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive.
Oh, really?
Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Wide open, it's Allen, complete. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. It's a 1st down, his 4th catch of the game
I just
after
got
having 3 in the first half.
What do you call it? The franchise bug.
Herbert will give this
In
one
my
to
last.
Eckler. Gets around him.
Good tackle.
And that's going to be good for a Chargers 1st down.
With the Cardinals.
Up to the 45-yard line.
So me and
got the lead early here in the third quarter and runs like
Grief always talk about the Raiders because that's his franchise. I was like, well, hell.
Because they're leading from the front,
You know, it might be worth a challenge.
right now with the running game and truly establishing themselves here in the second
So far, it's been pretty fun. Yeah, dude, it does.
Brandon, perfect
Year
defense
8.
in this
I guess at
situation.
least it didn't
Would have
happen
been
sooner, you know.
completion, they would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is. And they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete. They're making it look easy out there. Another 1st down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 1st downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. Herbert.
What do you mean, buddy?
1st down. Working the middle here. That's complete to Everett, the tight end. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense. You have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
Okay.
Up the middle with Eckler.
Oh, come on, guys. Make that stop.
Still a couple yards short of the 1st as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That was a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 111 yards rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in the season opener.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive. Because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Justin Herbert looking to pass. Got his man complete.
Dang it, dude.
It's Williams.
Touchdown, Mike Williams.
Mike Williams. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Chargers take the opening kickoff.
I knew where it was going. I just didn't have the athletic ability of Mr. Isaiah Simmons right there.
Because that might be one to remember, well executed to give him a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or put them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. So here comes the Raiders offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially. But you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors. They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Running straight ahead is Jacobs. And he'll take this to the
I tell you, it's hard to establish a ground game
I
I will say
from
that
experience,
when
when
you're
you slow down
behind.
someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature and make sure you don't get hurt.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Trying to run for it with Jacobs.
There we go. That's first down.
First before he's taken down at
Good
the
run,
36.
Jacobs.
3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
On third down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
Got just enough. Oh, no.
So from the 36 now, first and 10. Carr now to throw.
Here we go. Nice screen. You can gain some yardage here.
Down shy of the
Gain a
40 at the
couple.
38-yard line. Only able to gain a couple there, and it'll be second down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles where he runs through people. But they
Oh,
were right there
my
ready,
goodness.
And they stopped him for a
I've seen that play
Quick
a
throw
mile
knocked
away.
away. It's incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Throwing now is Carr.
Dang, man.
They're going to be incomplete.
The goal is certainly to try and make a big
Bad
play
throw.
happen and climb back into this game, but you have to be careful. If you overdo it, you could turn it over and hurt your team.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away.
I'm hoping.
Here comes Carter.
I'm hoping.
44-yard punt, return of 9. And they will take over 1st and 10.
I'll say, though,
Justin
Justin
Herbert and the
Herbert, he's
rest of the
been
Charger offense set to take
dominating
over
right
once
now.
more. And he had the touchdown on the last drive, also
All
4
right,
for
buddy.
4. Very, very effective. What does he need to do to translate that forward into this drive?
Not think that we're
Oh,
trying
my,
to
that's what we needed, guys.
Oh,
Oh, perfectly placed. The interception.
Potential momentum shifter there.
So we picked Herbert off twice now. Good underneath coverage.
I would agree with you on that one, because this game is still very much in the
Farley with
balance.
the
It feels
pick.
pretty one-sided to this point, but now, if these guys can turn this turnover into points, things could start getting a little more interesting.
Here's Jacobs on
There we
first
go.
and 10.
Jacobs through the
He'll
safety
keep it moving
again.
down to the 15-yard line. 41 yards rushing
Just keep
for him now in
fighting,
the ball
man. That's what we
game.
got to
No
do.
matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
A good
Oh,
run,
really?
got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
Cardinals, huh?
Here's Carr to throw.
Wide open, Moore.
That's
Throw.
complete to Moreau, the tight end. And
Another
the
first
Raiders
down.
are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations.
Barry
But
was
a guy of his
like in
size,
year
can't really hide
7.
him. But the tight end drag
I got
route,
Barry.
definitely an effective
I
way
had
to
James
sneak
Conner
him
before
across the
that, so-
formation for an easy completion and a first down.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Here's Jacobs. And he's brought
Number
down
5.
right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play.
These guys are
This is a
freaking
critical
tough.
sequence here for this offense. Things really haven't gone their way so far. This could be their chance to get back into it.
Very
but they've
tough,
got to
man.
find a way to punch this ball in.
One more time with Jacobs.
Oh, down to the one. That was a heck of a dive.
Give him right around 4 on the carry.
I want to get a picture of that. I'm just trying to get to the end zone any way possible, and I did not make it. Did get it down to the one, though.
Keep pounding here on 3rd and goal. Jacobs. And Jacobs, I don't think he's going to get there, no. Working short of the first. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
And you know it pains them to be this close. And you know they're going to want to go for it here. But they absolutely have to kick the field goal and get this back to a one-score game. It's only logical.
I'm trying to mess with him, man. If I can.
So taking a risk here early in the new year, they're going to go for it. Snap comes at 1, and it's caught.
Got it. Yes. Davante Adams, his first touchdown of the year.
Davante Adams, a 2-yard touchdown grab.
We'll take
And
that.
the Raiders' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Well, they had their chances in the first half, you remember, but had to settle for 2 field goals. This time they come away with 6.
I think they actually got affirmation about what they were doing by getting a touchdown, because the field goals means they got in range but couldn't quite finish it off. This time they broke through, and that's great for the old confidence.
And on the sideline, difference of a feeling between 3 and 6, is it astronomical or no?
It can be at times, that's for sure. A lot of times the field goal feels like a disappointment. The touchdown, well, that tells you you're getting it done.
All right, so that's a good start, man.
Josh McDaniels, he's got faith in his offense, and he's going to have him go for 2.
It's up to you, man.
Carr will look to throw.
Ah,
And it's knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
stupid play.
So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB,
Right, so
what
not a good
changes there
play.
around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you
I
never
don't-
retreat. You establish yourself
play
really
with
on the line of scrimmage,
the
put your heels
Cardinals
on the
with
goal
the-
line at worst. And if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head, because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
Gotcha.
Austin Eckler and the
Well, 2.5
Charger
hours,
offense
man. That's a
reclaim
long
center
time to be
stage. He's up over 100 yards, and he'll be looking to get in the end zone again.
Has a tremendous nose for it, doesn't he? The ability to pile up yardage and find the end zone, that's the combination you want in your runner.
That's a
we need a
combination any
fumble.
coach wants, and
We got
see
2
if he can
picks. I
find
know it's
that end
asking
zone
for a
once
lot, but we
more.
need a fumble.
They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down.
Oh, great. Here we go with the mind games.
Back to throw here, Herbert. Throw left
Good.
side complete. That's Williams. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
That's fine, Jacob.
Throwing again on 2nd down.
A little tight and ran, but if we came there, oh, we got him.
Got him.
Crosby in the backfield, along with another for a half a sack
Multiple
apiece.
defenders in there to drop him.
Was it
If we go back
Jones?
to the
It was.
last
Was it
series,
Jones?
remember, their
And
coverage
yeah, it was.
allowed them to get a turnover in the last drive, a takeaway, and that
Jones
helped
and,
contribute to a
Crosby.
sack on this one. I think maybe his quarterback's a little
Heck
bit
yeah,
hesitant.
man.
Last time he turned it over, now he sees his zone coverage a little bit slow to get rid of the football.
He's playing a franchise mode, and he's wanting to He's wanting to wait.
A dime
I
look
think he's
defensively for
doing
the
the
Raiders on
same
third down.
one.
And you're right, 2 extra DBs out there.
That's all. It's cool. It's up to you.
Here's
Sure
Herbert.
thing. Oh, wow.
Is
Great defense,
incomplete.
And
man.
that's a really good job there defensively. They
4th and
went
8.
into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football
Great
right back for their
defense on that.
offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
Give me a block.
And this will be taken at the 13. 43 yards on the punt, 7-yard return, and the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Carr now on 1st down. And that's complete to Adams. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. We'll return
This
with
has been a
more after
challenging one. I'll
this.
say
You're
that.
watching the
It's
NFL
actually been a lot of fun.
on EA Sports. Well, some good games around the league here early in Week 1, and this one's shaping up to be as good as any of them as we come up on a 1st and 10. Now Carr. They'll roll him out right.
Nice. God, that was a heck of a catch. Thank God Waller is super tall.
He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
On
Good block.
Jacobs.
First
And
down.
he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot him
13 for
at the
53 from
44.
Jacobs. Haven't really
They'll
been able
get
to run
3 as
that
the
much.
drive continues. It's a 1st down.
Not too many more
It's okay.
ideal
I don't care if it's
situations
a
in
couple
2nd and
yards.
2 in
Still
order to try and
first
pick
down.
up a 1st down. They ran it and picked it up.
Oh, great. Oh, okay, they don't. I thought they had Bosa and what's his name on the same side.
On play action. Now Carr steps away.
Oh, wide open. Wide open is Collins.
And they're going to get this down to
I don't know
about
how
the
he got that wide
37.
open, but I'm glad he did.
Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah,
Carr
a lot of
did
people
get
call it
hit, but he
gutsy
threw it
type
on the
of a
money.
throw. I think he looks at it as
One thing I
can
can
do
say,
it,
he's
so
not
it's
an
not that big
on-the-run
of a deal
thrower,
to me.
so
I'm going to keep firing.
he's pumped, dude. He's ready to go.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Carr going to give it to Jacobs.
Just through the line.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Awesome guy.
They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs.
There we go.
Give him 40 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5.
There we go.
And he's able to get the first.
Had to fool him, didn't I?
At the 25.
First down.
It's a 7-yard gain and good enough to move the chains.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this
Did you?
size, This intensity
What'd you lose
usually
by,
gets
man?
better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. This is Jacobs.
Good run with Jacobs.
60 yards rushing for him now to this point.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
I don't have an Xbox.
The last run
So
got
really
6.
I couldn't
Now
play
second
even
and
if I wanted
4.
to, man.
There's a handoff to
There we
Jacobs.
go. We're running the D-line down
And he'll
now.
go down here at the
7
12-yard line.
yards for Jacobs.
7 yards there and a first down.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
$17.3. It's pretty close to what I got here, man. But that's the score you got.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. To throw, it's Carr.
There to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Oh, maybe he's talking to you then.
Running it with Jacobs.
Oh, man. Touchdown. Josh Jacobs, his first of the year. Many more to come.
Josh Jacobs, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Raiders put together a fourth-quarter drive to take the lead. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
All right, so Adams and...
All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come.
Damn. Okay.
Delay of game, offense.
Sometimes I think that's too close anyway.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. Now another try at 2 here from the 7 now. They'll look to throw.
Got it. Oh, my gosh.
At the goal line. Derwin James with a pick.
I will do my best, man. Good thing that 2-point conversions don't count as picks.
I don't. I know you do, but I don't care what the chart says there. You got to kick it, right?
It's 2-point conversions
because
that
somewhere the chart's something's gonna pop out of the chart and say, "Hey, man, just kick the extra point here. You're in good shape."
Man.
I think they were chasing points there when they didn't
Here
need
we go.
to.
We
Trying to
fought
get a
back
little bit greedy,
valiantly.
take the lead in the fourth quarter. Now they still trail by 1. Now the LA offense ready for this next possession. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Off the play fake to Eckler.
Oh, what a blitz.
Heavy rush and down he
Got him,
goes.
coach.
They overload him that time of the safety blitz, and he winds up being dropped for a loss of 7.
Safety blitz, such a fun play call to witness when
That's
it
a quick
works.
sack.
And the deep man can get home for a sack.
2.7
Great timing
seconds.
by him. Interception earlier in this contest. Now a sack. He's definitely campaigning for Player of the Week honors, isn't he, partner?
This offense so far on 3rd down, they've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. He's airing it out for Williams.
Oh, no way. Good defense, boys. Oh, yeah, who says we can't play defense?
There is something to the game
The
plan with
Vegas
trying to keep a
Raiders
defense
coming out
honest
here.
with a guy with that type of
Stunning.
speed. You do
The
so.
Chargers.
Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they run successful.
There we go. Got a big corner here. Nice return.
A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And it'll be Raiders football, 1st and 10.
All right, here we
The
go.
Vegas offense ready for their next possession. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game, and you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute
Boy,
offense.
my mind
Obviously, the
shifted
4-minute
real quick.
offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what a 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the
Let's get
clock.
over
So
the
you
line.
want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
They run with Bolden.
Bolden.
And able to work about
And
5
that's
yards
about
out of
4.
this as he's taken down up near the 47.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead, positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Now Carr.
There's Adams. Wide open, big body.
And
First
he's going
down.
to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the
4
3rd down
catches, 44
conversion.
yards.
And that certainly appears to be a critical conversion right there, because not only do they keep the drive going, they take valuable time off the
Oh, yeah, we
clock
can
as
pick
well.
up.
They have to feel really good about that last completion.
There's a clutch play.
They run it with Jenkins. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right
19
there.
for 78.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Nothing right
You've
on
called his
the
number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
Now it's Bolden.
There's Bolden.
And he'll be close to a first down at the Chargers 31.
3rd and
9
1, setting
yards,
up
not
Josh
quite
Jacobs
enough, and
here.
they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Well, the objective there, and yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah,
Let it go to the 2-minute warning,
for
maybe.
them. It's still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
Fourth quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight 1-point game.
All right. This is
So
clutch
it's Raider
here.
football as we get you reset. They're facing a critical 3rd down now as they try to hold on to this lead.
This is
So
going to
they
be a
just need
10
1
freaking
yard
run.
here to pick up the first down. On 3rd down,
He's got it.
and he is going to have
First
the
down.
first down, and that is
Heck
going to
yeah,
suck
man.
the life right out of this crowd. And now right out of the
All I
2-minute
needed
break.
was they
We'll get a timeout
easy,
used
so
defensively with 1:56
now we
to
get a
go.
ground and pound here. Take them to Pound Town, as they used to say.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
There we go. They got 2 timeouts left.
Once again, it's Jacobs.
There we go. We're
And
just gonna
nothing
run
much
up the middle.
materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
They keep trying to call a stretch play. I ain't running no stretch play.
This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. Jacobs going to try the middle.
There we go.
Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Look at the curl combo here.
They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on 3rd down.
I think we can get this.
Here's Bolden.
There we go. First down and more. Just like you said, Rocky, they're scared.
That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Good blocking. The line's kind of gelled in the second half. All right, man. Now it's just kneel down. Would you believe it? We come back down 17-7. For sure, man. So we're just going to continue to run this down. I'm not even going to tempt fate here and go for a touchdown. You're welcome, Jacob. That wins for you, buddy. And grief.
Victory all but assured now as they take a knee here, and they're going to escape with a 1-point victory. This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on 2nd down.
Yep.
They go down to a knee, and the new campaign.
That'll do it for this first episode here, guys. We're now 2 away from 700 subscribers. Appreciate everybody.
I think a lot of people think that the kneel down practice stuff really only happens like 1 time a week. The best teams I know, they practice starting back in OTAs. They want to visualize winning a game and how great that feels, and they got it done in
Might
this
actually try to run
gets them to 1-0.
a second one if anybody's interested in staying around.
Season, but this was a division game here in week 1, and to come through with a 1-0 start against a division opponent gives you a little something extra heading forward for the rest of the season.
Yeah, I think that'd be a good idea. We'll run one more. How about that?
Opening the season, and you open within the
I'm going to
division.
take a quick break, stretch my legs.
Was going to be there on both sidelines. One just executed better.
I hope so, Rocky. That would be great, man. I really appreciate you guys.
They can breathe a sigh of relief as they're able to eke out
You guys are great. All of you. I really mean it. You guys are here all the time, showing support. I appreciate it. Take a look at Carr. I know I dink and dunked a lot there, but I had to. I had to get the ball out quick because we had Mack and Bosa on the sides. Still, 8.9 yards per attempt is pretty good. You know what I mean? And then Jacobs, 22 for 84, 3.8 and a touchdown. He did have a fumble, but it's whatever. You know, that one fumble could have cost us the game early. 5 for 30 from Moreau. Waller had 5 for 78. Adams had 4 for 44, including a touchdown. Hollins came up with a clutch catch. 3 for 47. Defense played pretty well. I'm going to have to look at this Perriman. Look, 5'11", 240. I don't know, man. It's just too small for a middle linebacker for me. I like 6'3", 240 at work. Get some height. One good return with Cole Sr. in there. All right. Appreciate it, Mickey. Thanks, buddy. And again, this is owner mode. So we got 316 million. Jeez. Let's see. Many folks including yourself thought this team would perform better last season, but things did not come together. How do you avoid that again this season? Start to finish. I use YouTube Studio. Oh, awesome, man. Awesome, Rocky. 95 overall. I would have never thought that he'd make it that high. That's really good, though. Yeah. Yeah, we'll go with this one. I believe we're going to make the playoffs, so we'll stick with that. All right, let's go to week 2. As Jacob was saying, against the Cardinals at home. This is a lot tougher matchup than, well, not really, because they got Colt McCoy. I'm really not worried about that. Throw medium. Not being mean, but Colt McCoy is no Kyler Murray. 18-17. That's a solid victory, though. I take that. Upgrade our fullback. That's what I wanted to look at. Look at this. Charge my phone. Maybe power. I don't know. You got an updated roster or something, maybe? Oh, man. I'm going to put Billings up there. Why the heck would he be down there? I'm telling you, I think this defense could really be something special. I know it sounds crazy, but I really do. I don't know, because I use current too. All right, let me save this. Again, like I said, we're going to do Raiders 1. So I'm going to save the first save under. And then the next save, I'm going to save it on Raiders 2. And just keep going that way. What? Defensive tackle. Oh, that's why. That guy's not a defensive tackle. That don't make any sense, though. They let me play the first one. He got hurt. Let me see. I'm going to use Rochelle as a tackle. He's pretty big body. I'm going to just use this guy. He's got strength. And he's already got a higher rating. His strength's at 88. I know I've seen him on another team. I think it was it was the Chargers a few years ago. Alright, so we'll get to the game here in a second. All right, you guys ready? All right, here we go, guys. Let's see what kind of uniforms we got. We're just going to stick with the regular. We're going to stick with the current home. Let's go.
It's week 2 of the NFL, and we have Zaven Collins. He was all over the place last week with double-digit tackles and a sack.
I know this team
It's
really
the
well.
Cardinals and the
It's the
Raiders,
OnePlus.
and it comes your way next.
That is the OnePlus, I could say. Very well.
Well, there's never a shortage of shows or sights and sounds throughout this city, but for the next few hours, all eyes are glued to Allegiant Stadium here. Today, after a crazy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here between the Arizona Cardinals and the Las Vegas Raiders.
Matchup.
Brandon Gaudin alongside my good friend Charles Davis. Charles, so often it's the
McCoy.
quarterbacks that are in the spotlight, and in this game, no different. We have a very compelling matchup.
We do indeed, and something I'm going to be watching for. Who can get off to a fast start? If you can go out, get points on the first drive, preferably a touchdown, you can really set the tone for the game. And I think that both of these quarterbacks are more than capable of doing just that.
All right, so they're going to get the ball first. I'm definitely watching D-Hop. Not want to allow him crazy plays.
And we are underway here in Las Vegas. No run back here on the opening kickoff as we'll start at the 25. So out come the Cardinals now for their opening drive. They'll be led out by a guy who's moved around a bit in his career already. Out of the University of Texas, it's Colt McCoy.
And last week's loss came despite a clean game on his end, throwing the ball with 2 touchdowns and 0 interceptions. His job this week is simple. Do it again. Continue to avoid turnovers and hope that what sunk them last week resolves itself this time around.
Now a man in his second season in a Cardinal uniform. Here's James Conner. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. A check on the numbers last week for Conner. 13 carries, 52 yards.
It's a pretty mediocre week for him on the ground. Certainly a boon to his offense if he can get a little more output on his touches this week. He should get some more early carries as his team tries to get him into a rhythm.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Well, they'll use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
On 1st and 10 is Conner.
Oh, man.
And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. Well, this defense for the Raiders, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
Yeah, they gave up 17 points, but that's what you would consider a goal for each and every defense, because if you give up 17 points a game all year long, you're thinking you're going to be a playoff team because you expect your offense to score more than that. That's what you're looking for. Room to improve, of course, but I'd have to say a very solid performance.
It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn yet another first down.
No, it was, too.
101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him, and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline.
Good defense, boys. Come on.
First down going to be stopped up as he'll lose about 3.
The strong safety coming up.
I certainly know that I, for one, would not like to be on the other end of a tackle when this guy's coming at you full speed from his strong safety spot. Boy, that was a nice play.
And so much of being a good tackler is understanding and taking the right angles to a ball carrier. And that was just tremendous straight-line speed there. He eliminated the angles and was able to meet his man behind the line of scrimmage.
And the next-gen stats show us the top speed there, better than 18 miles an hour. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Here's McCoy. Finding his target, it's Trey McBride. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 41-yard line. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. Well, the first drive here and the first time that we've called the big tight end's name, but I can assure you this, Charles, it won't be the last.
No, it won't, because when he gets going, now it opens up opportunities on the perimeter because that'll draw the defense towards him in the middle of the field. Now your wide receivers are getting involved as this game goes on.
Defense again.
Felt like that move deserved more than he got there. A gain of 2. And there on your screen, Charles, the key inactives guys out this week.
And there's never anything good about any injury, but there's a silver lining to them, is that it creates opportunity for someone else on the depth chart. Will they take advantage of it with good play? Or have they not prepared well, thinking they'll never get on the field, and they'll go out there and hurt their team?
To the sideline, wow, what a catch.
Almost had that.
Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds. It'll go as a gain of 4.
We're gonna go man.
And that's going to bring out the third down. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Now and he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders.
I knew he was going to D-Hop
really
too. I
nice
just
pickup
couldn't
of
get there
14
fast
yards,
enough.
and it moves the sticks. Solid opening drive so far, Charles. They've moved this football into field goal range, but you know that they want to cap this off with 6 and not 3.
Absolutely, as one of the better coaches in the league always.
Oh, yeah, give me
That
that.
one coming, it's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked off by Matthias Farley.
Thank you, Mr. McCoy. We'll take it from here.
As they'll start at their own 24-yard line. That right there is the inauspicious start
What a
that they were
start.
hoping to avoid, the turnover on the first possession.
I love how you use those
Again,
college
red zone
words like that.
defense.
Inauspicious. Well done. I really appreciate that. But here's the thing for me. I'm just wondering if their game plan is incorrect. You know, I think they felt like they could come in and throw it around pretty well. That interception early, they may rethink how they go about attacking.
Look at Carr's number from the first week. 1 touchdown, no picks.
Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 24. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Well, anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time, they were up to the challenge.
There's Teddy Cook.
And they're able to get this one across the 35.
This could be a good
That one
game.
good for
I remember
13 and a Raider
Praise
first
on his
down.
first year.
Usually we see runs like
Pretty
this as
rough.
the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. To throw his Carr.
There's Adams.
He gets this to Devontae Adams.
Good
And they're
guy.
going to get this up
First
to
down.
midfield.
A first down for Devontae Adams in his first season with the Las Vegas Raiders. Over the previous 2 years in Green Bay, he led the NFL in receptions and touchdowns, and he's building off of a 123-catch, 1,500-yard season. Now, of course, in Raiders black and silver instead of Packers green and gold.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
84 yards last week.
A
22
check
carries,
on Jacobs
touchdown.
from a week ago. 22 carries, 84 yards and a touchdown.
As a good start to the season, they got the win, and they were able to establish a good running game. Nothing that just blew people away, but a nice solid base to get things started, and they expect that to get tuned up and get better as the season moves on.
Oh, shit.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board. They can't read us right.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Here's Carr. That's caught by his tight end, Foster Moreau. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. And now a decision here on the opening drive. 4th and very short, this part of the field. What do you think they do, CD?
I think you go for it. I think there's a lot of game left to be played. I like the advantage that they're trying to create here early. I say be aggressive and try and get it done.
They'll try and run with a fullback Johnson.
Fullback Johnson.
Have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37.
I don't care what he's listed in the program. Fullback, running back, tailback, it doesn't matter. He ran that play like a fullback. Just like the old days when we saw the fullback dive. How about him picking that one up?
Only needed a yard on 4th down. That's what he's there for, right?
Exactly. Line him up, short yardage situation, and say, here it is, big man. Go get it.
Now a first carry for Brandon Bolden. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. The Raiders at 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1. And they were able to get that road victory in the opener. And now they look to get to 2-0 in front of the home crowd.
And look, any road win in the NFL, that's huge. But when you do it Week 1, that gets you pointed in the right direction and sends notice to the rest of the league that you mean business.
Carr completes it. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
Back to the running game with Jacobs. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
A Raider first down, Carter Renfro.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Carr. That is caught at the 7-yard line. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on first down, hitting the tight end there. Now it brings up a 2nd and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. On 2nd down, Jacobs.
There we go. That's a
And he's going to
first
get him
down.
about 3
Third.
yards closer. He's down to about the 2. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
Touchdown. What a dive. Josh Jacobs. His second.
Josh Jacobs, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Raiders take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown.
Good dive.
So important in this league to capitalize on the other team's mistakes. So here
Fullback
the
got yours the next place.
will come right down and score.
And I would add that it's important to capitalize on other teams' mistakes early. That way, you build confidence for yourself and your team. You start playing a little more freely. And you let the other guys know we're prepared to play.
Good, upload that. That's the thing, I think. Good score. 20-plus touchdowns, I think, easily.
Now for the extra point, Daniel Carlson.
All right, so that was a heck of a first drive. Definitely
And
ball
that makes
control.
it 7-zip Vegas. That drive a long one, spanning 15 plays. And it was
15
capped off by a
plays.
touchdown run
That
from
one
Josh
drive.
Jacobs.
Jacobs capped it off.
And off it goes. Cooper is going to remain in the end zone, and that'll be a touchback.
Right,
so the
McCoy
Cardinals
threw a
offense
pick
back on the
first
field
drive.
here for their second drive of the game. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like
Good
better than
defense.
others, or they think they
There you
have an
go.
advantage.
Stop
Dial
before
up
he
some
gets
of
going.
those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
That's the end of the first quarter, guys.
After
7-0.
7-0 on EA Sports. Cardinal football here to start quarter number 2. As they've got a 2nd and 8 forthcoming. Looking to throw. McCoy.
Nice. Good
His throw
defense.
incomplete.
Oh, we're playing
He
single
kind of
right
forced
now.
that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
Oh, my. What a pick.
It's intercepted.
The safety. He's going to... Oh, bring it down to the floor. Man. This is great coverage, man. Just happened to audible in the right spot.
At least he set the offense up nicely, but he's probably mad he didn't take that one to pay dirt.
I agree with you, and you know he's going to get teased because he didn't get it all the way into the end zone. But if they don't score now, if they don't get a touchdown, he won't just get teased. They'll be glaring at him. How'd you not score?
Now we
Week 2
definitely
underway around
got
the
Jacobs
NFL, and a reminder that later tonight it'll be Chicago and Green Bay in the Packers home opener, the 101st season of that great rivalry. They had the 100th anniversary last year. And then tomorrow night a treat, a Monday night doubleheader, Tennessee and Buffalo, 7:15 Eastern, and then Minnesota and Philly kicking off a little over an hour later. Jacobs.
There he is, ladies and gentlemen.
Touchdown Raiders.
His second touchdown of the game.
So he's had a nose for the end zone here in the early part of this season. 2 touchdowns for him now in this one to go along with the one he had in the opener as well.
Yeah, he certainly finds where the goal line is and finds a way to get across it. But you know who else senses it? The guys that block for him. Because he has that instinct, I think they hold the blocks just a little bit longer.
So a big lead so far.
Carlson
So
on
we're
for
up
the
13
PAT.
nothing already. Thanks guys for coming in. Please be sure to leave a like and subscribe if you haven't already. Put this reach at 700 now. Almost there. 270.
One play later, boom, end zone.
All right, first 2 drives. Yeah, we're so close, man.
On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this
So
one away.
close. Thunder Brothers, how you doing, man?
And no return from Cooper. Out it'll go
This
to
is
the
the
25.
last stream of the night.
Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit cleaner? Do you break the ice a little bit? Like, hey, didn't we practice in that
Hey, buddy, how's it
jersey?
going?
That's the one that you're throwing it to. And maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
From the 29, McCoy.
Oh, he's going deep.
And he'll
Yep.
air this one deep for Anderson.
Oh, he caught it.
Complete. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. Well, he's been doing this for a lot of years with the arm strength still there, and he showed
I had the
off on
coverage
that
there,
one.
too.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Back to throw. McCoy on the slant, complete to Hopkins. And the Cardinals are going to have a first and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago. Followed it up with another nice one here. And before you know it, they're already looking at first and goal.
They'll run here with Connor.
Oh, man, there's Connor busting in the end zone.
Touchdown, Cardinals.
He's tough to stop. I know because I played with him for a
His
while.
first touchdown of the new season. And the Cards have cut it back within a score. Well, that was a quick drive. The passing game set it up, and then the running game finishes it off.
And how about how few plays it was to get it done, but they threw it downfield and then pounded it into the end zone. And as a former defender, I can tell you, it hurts
See,
just a
Rocky's
little
playing
bit
the Super Bowl
more
right
when they
now.
run it into the end zone instead of throwing it.
Now Matt Prater for the point after.
Patriots and Falcons up by 1. Falcons just made a field
And
goal.
that one makes it 14-7. The drive summary, 4 plays, 75 yards. And it was a touchdown run by James Conner that was the exclamation mark. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Amir Abdullah going to take it out of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Raiders
Got
offense
Rocky
ready to
stream
go.
on while I'm playing
This
too, man.
offense looks like
Showing
they have a
some
little extra
support.
pep in their step as they take the field here for drive number 3.
Pretty
Because
tight game
remember,
so
Charles,
far,
drives
there.
1 and 2 both ended in the end zone.
Yeah, and right now they've just got to be careful not to lean into overconfidence
There we
because
go, game 8.
every drive has a life of its own.
Good first half here for
The way that
Jacobs.
they're going about doing things right now,
7
they've got
for
a chance for
35, 2
a third
touchdowns.
consecutive touchdown, and that would be a crushing blow to the defense.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs.
You know, he's going to get
And he'll
that.
scratch out a yard up to the 30, and that's all.
You kidding me? Where's my fullback? Where's my freaking fullback? That's something we're going to do different in this one. We're going to use
This
the fullback.
offense on 3rd down
I
today,
just sit there
they've
and
been
just
okay. 2 for
let
3
them
thus
rock.
far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1.
Oh, they'll get that.
Gets
Easily.
it to the 34.
Pick up a
Good enough
4.
for the first.
Good tough
4
run by
yards
that
on
big
the
man.
pickup. Good enough to extend the drive.
There you go, partner. That's some old school football right there. You need 1 yard? Give it to your bruiser fullback and let him get the job done.
He was ready to lower his head way early. Oh, yeah. Yes, indeed.
Working with the lead,
Good to
trying
see
to
you,
get
Rocky.
to 2-0. Here's 1st and 10.
You got a tight game over there, I see, man.
Now they'll throw with Carr.
Wide open.
Catch made. It's Moreau.
Oh, 7
Let's just
on
break
9
this down and make it pretty
to
simple.
57
Key
yards.
to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
Just a yard to go here on 2nd down. Carr going to give it to Jacobs.
There we go.
And he'll go down right
So
around
we
the
go pushing
47 this
forward,
time.
first down.
4 yards the pickup, first down.
2nd and 1 and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
Bolden.
Oh, Bolden with some moves in there.
And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 4-yard line. That one good for 13 and a Raider first down.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at him and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was
Good
it?
little
Nothing
1-2
fancy
punch.
at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10, right at the 40. Now Carr.
Waller. Oh,
And
my
his throw
God.
here is going to be incomplete.
Freaking
This could be the start of a
kidding me.
nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards
gotta
on
make
this
that.
drive. Come through with another one here and have them
gotta
staring at a
hit that
3rd and
pass.
long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
On 2nd and 10, Carr.
Wide open.
And he
Yes.
comes back with one complete.
Collins.
And they're going
Clutch
to have another
catch.
first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals'
14 yards.
26. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Raider first.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
This line is
On first down, Carr.
unexpectedly been pretty good.
He
There
finds
is
his man
Devontae
complete.
Adams
It's
across
Adams.
the middle.
And they've got this
First
down to
down.
about the 12-yard line.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
What do you think?
From
3
down
first
at
half
the
touchdowns
12,
for
it's
Jacob.
1st and 10.
They're pushing it.
Running straight ahead is Jacobs. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
I had to take a chance. It was one-on-one
It's
coverage.
incomplete. He was out there waving his arm saying, throw it here, dropped it. Not a good look.
Well, all I can do is just look at him with contempt on that one. As a defensive back, I'm saying, not as an announcer. Just like, really?
A little bit of a diva look, isn't it?
Yeah, very much so, because I think what happens is he just had too much time to think. He's wide open now. Here comes the ball, and he doesn't concentrate and drops it.
Throwing his car on 3rd down.
Oh, he's wide open. Get that first down.
7-yard line. And the
First and
Raiders
goal
are gonna have first
at the
and goal as they
2-yard
try to
line.
finish off this drive with 6 points.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone
Keep
presence,
driving away.
and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
They scored touchdowns on drives 1 and 2, and now they're trying to make it a perfect 3 for 3 to start. Here's Jacobs.
Oh, they
and
got
he is
me
going
up.
to lose yardage here. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
2nd down and goal. Carr.
Touchdown.
It's going to be caught for
What a
a
pass.
touchdown.
Foster Moreau.
Foster Moreau, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Raiders go up by 2 touchdowns. Well, this offensive unit, yeah, they were solid in the opening week victory, and now they are looking just as sharp here in week 2.
And that's exactly what you want, too, because you want to get better each and every week and really ramp up as the season goes on. I know it's still early in the season and a lot can happen, but this offense, they look like they're going to be fun to watch each and every time out.
Carlson down and the extra point. It's good, and it is now 21-7. That one was an extended drive, 14 plays all told, and it winds up in 6 points for the Raiders. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Cooper is going to remain in the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. As this offense comes back out here, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game, and they've been on the sideline for a while. They did score their last time out, but they just had to watch that long, sustained drive, so we'll see if they can shake the rust off.
Yeah, and that's always a question that you have when you have to come off the bench after having sat there for a long time. Are you ready to go? Are you loosened up? But even more so, are you mentally alert and ready to put your best product out there?
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. They stay on the ground. Here's Connor again. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. That one a first down pickup of 8. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Looking to throw. McCoy. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. Cardinals got to go quickly. Hustling to the line. McCoy's throw is caught here by Anderson. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 15 yards that time, and the Cardinals move the chains. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Operating from the gun, McCoy. It completes it once more to Anderson. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. 5 yards remain on 2nd down.
I think that was a pretty good read right there. They caught him in zone defense and went to the hitch. And because they're in zone, that creates a natural space between the defenders and the receiver, able to get it to him quickly and let him get upfield.
The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. Again, he'll drop to throw.
Good defense. Way to knock it away on 4th down. Or 3rd down.
And it brings up 4th down.
Like what I see so far in this defense, because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
On 4th down, McCoy. Found his target, it's Anderson. And they're going to move it down to inside the 25.
Holding.
Wow.
Offense. Wow. You take that.
He's trying to protect his quarterback's blind side. Got nabbed for the hold.
You have one job over there. Make sure that man does not get hit. So if you have to hold occasionally, do so, because they don't catch all of them. This time they did.
These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers,
right?
Baseball players,
coming in
athletes all along, and now they're just specialists.
Offenses look good. We scored every possession.
Raider offense going to head out now late in this first half. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room. Throwing on first down is Carr.
Oh,
Complete, a drop there in the
man, I
middle
thought I
third
had
of the
that
field.
chance.
That'll bring up second down.
It looked like they had something there, but I think that he was thinking about running with the football before he actually hauled it in, and that led to a big drop.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Carr. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Isaiah Simmons picking it off.
He's turned into my nemesis now.
Possession of the
Got
football.
hitters out there.
So
What are
first
you
thing
going to
crossed
do
my
about
mind is
it?
why didn't they just sit on the lead and take it to the locker room? They're in good shape.
Absolutely. And from this spot on the field, now you've given the other side a chance for points here going into intermission.
Yeah, you changed the momentum of the game, and it's something you did not need to do.
Nice, good
Now a
defense.
throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up
Coverage
incomplete.
has
I'm
been
really
great.
liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them at the end zone as the first half winds down.
That's going to be complete on the sideline, but, you know, that throw left him no room to run, and the good footwork nearly all for naught. Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8. Back to throw.
Screenplay.
McCoy. Screen pass to Connor.
Good cover.
He's going to come up well short as they rally up to stop him at about the 16.
Airman in there, the guy was just
Now
talking about,
McCarthy's
he's
going
too
to call
short.
another
He's a very good
timeout,
player
their
there.
second, as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1.
Take that back.
So on is Matt Prater now to try a field goal here. A 33-yarder
What's up,
from
guys?
the
If you're
left
new,
hash.
be sure to slap the like button and subscribe and help us reach 700.
Prater's kick is good, and that'll
Pretty
make this an
close to
8-point
away.
game. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on
8-point lead.
and probably say, we should have done better there.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And with an 8-point lead, probably not too much of an impetus to try and do too much here. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And it's complete to Adams. Now a timeout taken.
I know they thought I was
Perhaps a
in
chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Meanwhile, Carr's throw pulled in by Renfro. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. On the handoff, this is Jacobs. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2
quick
yards.
break and we'll hit the third
So
quarter.
we reach halftime here in what's an 8-point game. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
Okay, Brandon, we'll get you back to you and Charles in a bit, but first it's time for a trip around the NFL following an eventful opening weekend. Let's see what's happening in Week 2. We'll begin in the AFC with a trip to the Mile High City. Houston on the road at Denver. And it's the Texans who've got the lead in the second quarter. Chris Moore, a touchdown reception. From there, we head south to Texas to check on the Cowboys at home at AT&T Stadium. And for the moment, they find themselves trailing the visiting Cincinnati Bengals. Joe Burrow with 3 touchdown passes. Finally, let's get right to the center of the U.S. map and check in on the Chiefs at home in Kansas City. And they were winners in that one over the visiting L.A. Chargers. Isaiah Pacheco, a touchdown run in the victory. Time now for a check of the next-gen stats in that first half for the Cardinals. And despite the fact that they're down on the scoreboard, they were able to have some success throwing the football in that opening half. Meanwhile, for the Raiders, we check out their numbers on the ground as they'll try to keep the momentum going into the second half. Both teams making their final adjustments before we get started once again. And for the call of the second half, let's send you back out to Allegiant Stadium and Brandon Gaudin.
Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. The Raiders with the lead already, and they will...
All right,
Here as the second half is now underway. So here are the Raiders now to take over. They were victorious over the Chargers last week, and now they work with a lead again here as they come up 1st and 10. On the ground, Jacobs will get the third quarter started. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a
What's
win-win,
going
but if
on,
you're
Rocky?
offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Oh, yeah.
Carr, a quick throw. It's complete.
Here we go.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real
I
teamwork
like this
play.
offense. I
Because
really
guess
do.
what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the
You know,
people
it's
off the block and
Devontae
front?
Adams,
Either
yes,
fellow
Waller,
receivers
yes.
or
But you
offensive
got
linemen. That makes that play a really
a
nice
bunch of
timing play,
weapons
and
that,
sometimes
I
it can
use
win big.
And they bring him to the
that
ground
you
just
just don't
shy
know
of
what's to try
midfield.
on.
They get 10
On
more
the
there,
road,
and I believe that'll be enough
first
for another
down.
first down. It
It's
will.
another guy
Many
I've
different
used
ways to create
a few
space, but on
times.
that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
I like that matchup out there. You got Hollins against a linebacker. I'm just watching for that linebacker to break. And there he goes again. I'll
Here's
take
a
the
quick
yardage.
throw caught out wide. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to
Double
run the
team
football.
J.J.
How
Watt.
about the defense
And I'm
there
watching
swarming
Zayvon
to it and
Collins
not
here.
allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Here's a handoff to Jacobs, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. And if they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
From midfield, here's Carr. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's
That was a good hit.
incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated.
I wanted to go to Adams, but I didn't just
doing
want
their
to throw
jobs
it
in
up.
tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play. The
Come on,
force was
inside
trying
the
to throw it
5.
through contact and short of the sticks.
Nah, it's close
And good
enough.
hustle here as this is going to be
We'll take it
blown
at the
down
9.
right at
Big
the
kick.
9-yard line.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. Here's McCoy.
Nice. Got him with the corner blitz. Jones.
They brought him in off the corner, and he gets in to drop him for a loss of 4.
Perfect call.
Just not much a quarterback
They double
can do
teamed Chandler
this.
Jones
The
over there.
pressure was in his
I knew I
face
had a
almost
chance.
instantaneously, led to a very quick sack.
Yeah, that's one where you turn to your lineman and say, guys, can I get a little help here? And you have to ask politely because, remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback, you've also got to have the clock running in your head when you need to get rid of the football. But this time, he had no chance. They were on him instantly.
As we check the next-gen stats, you'll see he had precious little time to do anything with the football there. On third down, McCoy.
Oh, wow.
And that will be incomplete.
That Raider coverage is definitely getting to him. The pass rush is actually working, too.
They're staring at a fourth down. Well done.
We're going to have good field position here.
Here's the veteran punter Lee as he
Give me a
sends this
block.
one away. And taken at the 46.
Take it at 50.
This will be a 41-yard punt, 3 on the return. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50, 1st and 10. A good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Jacobs going to try the middle.
Jacobs and
He'll be
Stone
taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Oh, man, there's that man again. Waller. He had a big one in the first game, a big one
Getting this
today.
one all the way down inside the 20.
Nice
Good
run
yardage
after
after
catch.
the
He's
catch
picking
as
up
that
some
play good
yak.
for 30 and a first.
And as you saw right there, this is a guy with pretty good speed for a tight end. Nice job there, catching the short throw and turning it upfield. He can also be a weapon downfield as well.
Now, this offense really looking polished these first couple of weeks. Here's 1st and 10. Into the red zone, it's Carr.
Carr's going to run. Take off
And he
him,
takes
fella.
it
Late
inside the
hit.
10 to the 8
Come on.
before he's out of bounds. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. Now Carr.
There he is. Touchdown. Waller. His first of the year.
Darren Waller from 8 yards out. And they're able to add on
tight end is a heck of a weapon for any quarterback, especially when you're able to create some mismatches. Sometimes they work against a linebacker, sometimes they work against a smaller defensive back. But when they find it, they go to it, and it often results in touchdowns.
All right. I think there's 2 tight ends touchdowns today.
And the lead is up to 15 now. A drive there of just 4 plays. And it concludes with a touchdown reception by Darren Waller. On as the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And no return from Cooper. Out it'll go to the 25. Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that'll make it 2nd down. Now McCoy. He's got McBride here over the middle. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. Now that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
And he's got room. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run.
You get a rookie tight end who can run like this. It just gives this offense a different dimension than they've had. It's going to be fun to watch his development and how this offense expands as the season moves along.
Good defense.
And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Looking to throw. McCoy. And it's caught. And so close. He gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there.
Now we're just being petty.
Now, I know it's an emotional game, Charles. You can't do that.
And when you get into your film sessions and you argue your case with your coaches, that's exactly what they say at the end. You just can't do it.
And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown,
I've seen that before.
James Conner with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Cardinals are able to cut into that deficit. Now Prater to add the PAT. And this one's back to an 8-point game. A drive that time of 6 plays. And it was a touchdown run by James Conner that was the exclamation mark. And now here come the Raiders. Still enjoying the lead here in the 3rd quarter despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now we'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive. Now a play fake. Carr.
Oh, beautiful throw.
Dragging the toes.
That's going to be a
first down. Well done. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
Good
I'll tell
play.
you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Carr now on first down. A dump off here to Bolden. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that's going to bring up second down.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay game.
And this play a lot like the previous one. Thanks to that stout Cardinal defense, back-to-back they've been tackled behind the line. The Cards going nickel. An extra defensive back out there now on third down. Now Carr. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Here's A.J. Cole now as he'll punt it away for the second time. And he fields it cleanly. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field.
With the football changing hands here as this offense takes the field, Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage, while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards. Back to throw. McCoy. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Anderson. So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and that'll bring up second down.
Timing is so important on a route like this because he's going to line up out right and then cut straight across the field. I think the ball might have come out a count or two too late because by the time he was able to secure it, not much of a chance to turn it upfield.
From the 36, McCoy.
Getting the ball to Anderson here on the out route.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Las Vegas. Welcome back, everybody. It's Cardinal football, but they trail here as we get set to bring you the 4th and final quarter. The Cardinals on third down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. They're looking at third and a few inches. They'll try and run for it with counter. And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the first. Give him the third down conversion, 5 yards on the play. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. And right side, they're going to go option here. And this will be taken across midfield and into Raider territory. 6 yards there on the keeper. It's second down. On the draw, Connor. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 3.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times, and what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making a play.
On third down, it's Connor. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches. This late in the game, Charles, looking maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is not intent of the law. Possession is not intent of winning the game. Go for it, get the first down, close it out.
The Cardinals unable to convert there on 4th down. And the Raider D, they get the football back. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive.
Their defense forced the turnover on downs. They've got the lead. They're in good shape, but can't go into a shell here, right? Still got to be careful.
Yeah, because they're still a long way away from kneel down time. So they've got to work on getting first downs, keep the sticks moving, right? Keep the clock going. And above all, ball security. Don't turn it over.
And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line.
52 yards rushing.
52 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Carr now on first down. He'll buy some time right. The open man here, Renfro. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Here's Jacobs, and he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the first down.
On 1st and 10, here's Carr. Working the middle here. That's complete to Moreau, the tight end. And they'll work this down inside the 30.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
Oh, my God.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
Nowadays, quarterbacks don't mind throwing into coverage because of the confidence they have in their receivers to come down with the ball. But sometimes you have to be careful you don't get too confident and throw an interception.
Carr. It's caught. Left side, Bolden. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. Call it a loss of 2 there on the play. And it'll be 4th down. The kick by Carlson is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So after 4 touchdowns in the game for this offense, this time they're forced into taking the 3.
But you did mention 4 touchdowns, right? So 4 out of 5, not too bad. I think that's a pretty good record for them.
One away. Cooper is going to remain in the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a 2-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. McCoy going to go to Clement here out of the backfield. Call it a gain of 3 on the play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11. Backed up here. Tough spot. Needing 11 yards to pick up the first. To throw on 3rd down. McCoy. And that is incomplete.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
That 4th quarter, maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game.
Good defense on Dion. Or no, that wasn't Dion. That was Anderson. We'll take the ball back. It's 2 consecutive drives.
And the Raiders with the football now in excellent field position. So they really needed points here in a 2-score game. Could not come away with anything there on 4th.
And while we know they're a little bit discouraged here, they can't check out of this game. You and I have called a good number of games over the course of our career where we've seen these types of situations. Teams get the ball back, and that miracle does occur. So they can't let that dream go just yet. They have to get stout on defense here.
Yeah, right now really hoping for a turnover. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Once again, it's Jacobs.
They
got it inside the 10 at the 8. 72 yards on the ground here for Jacobs, and this is a first down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is first and goal. Here's Jacobs on first and 10. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play. Able to stay in bounds, and the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. All
Touchdown.
He's got Renfro in the end zone. Touchdown Raiders. Third touchdown pass. And the Raiders are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this fourth-quarter lead. Well, there was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver run that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Carlson now to add the extra point. And he's been a busy man. Just a 4-play drive that time. And it was Hunter Renfro who capped things off with a touchdown reception. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And no return from Cooper. Out it'll go to the 25. Arizona's offense back out and ready to go. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace where the other offense are going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
On first down, McCoy.
Oh, God. Crosby with the sack. I knew he wouldn't be long.
Max Crosby is really starting to get his due around the league as one of the best young pass rushers in the game. 25 sacks in his first 3 seasons.
After the sack on first down, McCoy into the hands of his receiver, Anderson. They'll give him 4 yards there. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
4 shutdowns. It's going to come down to
catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive.
Oh, wow.
And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack.
Crosby comes to make the sack to shut him down.
They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that will force a turnover on downs. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
See if they're going to actually want to play. Call time.
Now a carry for Jacobs, and he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature in the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
And they take a knee. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. And they will take a knee here.
All right, good win.
So it's a win here for the Raiders, and it was Derek Carr, Charles, who was really the star of the show.
Yeah, he was just on target all afternoon with 3 touchdown passes. They couldn't find a way to stop him, and ultimately, he guided them to victory.
So for Las Vegas, it's a win here in their home opener as they move to 2-0. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Tennessee Titans. Meanwhile, for the Cardinals, they'll drop to 0-2, and they'll have a chance at redemption next week at home.
Appreciate everybody who
against
stuck
the
around,
Los
and
Angeles Rams.
we'll catch you tomorrow. That was week 1 and 2 of our new Raiders franchise. Take care, Rocky. Have a good night, man.